Hello and welcome to another edition of Let's Turn This Box Truck into an RV. Today is the 4th of July, Independence Day 2018, and it's a beautiful day to celebrate our country's independence and honor all those people that risk their lives to give us the freedoms that we have today. Don't forget it. Okay, that said, it's a beautiful summer day here, and I do believe this is going to be the last and final edition of Let's Turn This Box Truck into an RV, because we're pretty much done. Okay, let's go. So, we made a little progress, and a couple episodes ago we had a punch list, and we are going to check and see just how we are doing on the punch list. So come on in, look around. Place is looking good. A little messy up front, but it's looking pretty good. So let's see how we're doing on the punch list. Punch list. First off, backsplash. Hey, we can cross that off. We've got an aluminum backsplash installed. Let's turn on a light here so we can see. Get this light turned up. There we go. And it's trimmed out with some nice walnut, and I think it looks good, and it's going to work. So backsplash is off the list. Water heater. I still don't have a water heater, so we are stuck with cold water for now. Plumbing. I'm going to cross that off, except of course for the water heater. But plumbing, hey, we got water. Running water, yay. Gas detector is taken care of. I had to replace this gas detector down here. Last time it was marked off, but actually I hadn't replaced it, so I got a gas detector. Blah 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 blah. Down the list, wine glasses. I wanted a wine glass holder. That hasn't happened. Door handle. The door handle was, the paint was all coming off, and one of my viewers suggested using oh, what do they call it? This spray on oh shoot, I forget the name. Like dip it stuff. It kind of a rubberized coating. And so this is sprayed with 3 coats of a black rubberized coating, and it looks a whole lot better than it did before. So that one's off the list. A small one, but you know, details. Where did we go here? Door handle. Okay. Trim the cabinets. That hasn't been done. I don't know that it has to be done. Baskets, same thing. I don't know that it has to be done. I was going to get a couple of baskets for down below here. I think this is just going to stay kind of a generic general storage spot to put a suitcase, a duffel bag, whatever. So I'm not going to worry about baskets. Vent covers. The vent covers are installed. There's a vent cover down here, and then I've got a vent cover up above here that there's a vent up here that I didn't like just because it looked ugly. And so here was my solution. I've got a little handle on here, and this board just pops out, and it fits in pretty nicely. You can see what I did here is I made a little dado on the table saw, and I dropped in some nice strong magnets. There's 4 magnets that are glued in with a little bit of silicone glue, and the handle, and this just kind of pops in. I got lucky that it pops in behind there, and you can hear all the magnets really snap and pull this thing in place. So if I do need to open that up to get a little more airflow out our fan, you can see I've got a vent on this side already. So the vent on this side for the most part is going to provide plenty of airflow. But if I decide to crank up the speed of the fan here, is that full bore? Let's see. That's full bore. So it's sucking a whole lot of air out of here. Actually, I should open this up here a little bit more too. There we go. Get the full flow of air. You can hear when I close the door even, it's blocking off the air a little bit. So when we open this up, oofta, it's sucking a lot of air now. So this is just kind of a trim panel to hide the ugly opening in the side of this cabinet. So vent covers off the list. Lock for door. I've got a solution here. It's not quite right yet, but I made this little piece of wood, and if we bring the door shut here, boy, you can hear the fan getting stifled out with air. This little piece fits in right there and keeps this from opening, but you can see it doesn't quite work yet, so it kind of falls out. So I need something to hold it in. So I'm close, but I'm not quite there yet. the simple little lock. I don't know, there's lots of things that could be done here, and maybe I'm overthinking it, but I just want some way to lock it from the inside. So that one's kind of half off the list. I think I'm going to leave it. And last but not least, and the big progress that we've made, is chairs. Okay, I bought at a auction 2 chairs from a hospital lobby, and I think I paid $4 a piece for those chairs. And they had this kind of blue aquamarine vinyl covering that was really ugly and really nasty. They were never meant to, the chairs were never meant to stay in here in the first place. But they were the right size, you know, they really fit nicely. They don't have too fat of arms. We can, you know, move them around easy. You got a little elbow room on each side, a little table. They were just the right size. So I ended up recovering them. I bought a little bit more of this vinyl that I used on the tufted headboard, and I brushed off my tufting skills, covered up 28 buttons, and bought some more foam. I bought 1-inch foam to beef up the existing foam that was in these cushions. Took them all apart, took the old covering off, and there was no sewing involved here. Everything is just stapled on. So I think they really turned out nicely. I'm very happy with how they look. And they blend in nicely. They give it that kind of a rich red color that I was after. And we have chairs. So that was a lot of work. I spent quite a few hours recovering those, but they are done. So punch list isn't completely done, but we're pretty much ready to go. And we are planning a trip down to North Carolina. All right, about there, just south of Asheville, is where we're heading. Currently we're up in the southwest corner of Wisconsin. We're heading to North Carolina, and we're going to spend a little time in the box truck / RV down there. So we're quite excited for that. You can see it's a little warm in here. Kind of wish I had air conditioning, but hey, I don't. I don't have a lot of things. I don't have a bathroom, I don't have hot water, I don't have a shower, and I don't have air conditioning. So I guess we're just going to have to suffer. But I think that we will call this done and call it a day. So I won't say until next time. If you take on a project like this, I hope you just enjoy the journey. Don't think of it as a destination, just think of it as a journey, and enjoy what you do and how you do it. Enjoy every day, and especially Independence Day. Bye.